Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith and this is your Jis News for Monday, October 2. The Senate has passed two critical bills paving the way for the reform of pension arrangements for employees in the public sector. They are the Pensions Public Service Act of 2017, which had 62 amendments, and the Constitution Amendment Establishment Fund Payment of Pensions Act of 2017. Leader of Government Business, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, who piloted the bills, said the matter of public sector pension reform was way overdue.
The affordability of public sector pensions is a matter of grave concern, and with it, not only the well-being of our economy, but clearly the well-being of our workers.
The Pensions Public Service Act 2017 will establish a defined benefit contributory scheme, which will require workers to contribute 5% of salary towards a pension. It also provides for the establishment of a segregated fund for contributions and gradual increase in the retirement age to 65. The Constitution Amendment Established Fund Payment of Pensions Act 2017 seeks to amend the Constitution to provide for the payment of pensions, gratuities and allowances out of the pension fund. The bills were passed in the House of Representatives earlier this year. The National Security Council has reviewed the social intervention framework for community development initiatives in the Mount Salem Zone of Special Operations. The framework and initial plan of the Social Intervention Committee was presented to and accepted by the Security Council during a meeting on Thursday. During that meeting, the Council was also advised that there had been no reports of abuses by the Joint Force or by citizens who are said to be largely supportive of the intervention. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who chairs the National Security Council, lauded the level of professionalism which had been displayed by the Joint Force. In response to concerns raised in the media by the Independent Commission Indicom, Mr. Holness instructed the Commissioner of Police to disaggregate the data on police shootings and provide a report detailing whether these incidents occurred in the course of legitimate police action. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says his administration is moving apace with the development of a gated communities legislation to preserve property values across the island. The legislation will be similar to the Strata Corporation Act, which gives strata corporations the authority to enforce the payment of maintenance fees and address disputes within communal living spaces. According to the Prime Minister, too many communities are allowed to depreciate due to residents not abiding by their purchase agreements.
You have to organize yourselves into a community association, and this government is going to give such associations the legitimate authority to act.
Prime Minister Holness was speaking on Friday as he handed over keys to the residents of the Berkshire Court housing scheme on the Brunswick in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The $906 million NHT investment consists of 44 two-bedroom townhouses which have room for expansion. Mr. Holness used the handing over ceremony to commit his administration to addressing the sewerage problem affecting Spanish Town and its environs.
We are going to turn our attention and resources to having the problem addressed. As more housing developments are done, the government has to keep a pace with the infrastructure.
In the meantime, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says government is committed to the continued build-out of infrastructure that will position Jamaica as a premier logistics hub. Mr. Holness says maritime trade is important to the country's growth and development, as 93% of foreign trade is being done via shipping.
The development of Jamaica as a logistics hub presents, therefore, a variety of opportunities ranging from the location of distribution centers, assembly and light manufacturing facilities for transformational companies, the establishment of centers of excellence in logistics expertise, and in other areas.
The Prime Minister was speaking at the Caribbean Maritime University's inaugural Charter Day ceremony last Thursday. He asserted that government would ensure that further development took place without sacrificing the environment. Government will begin the process of buying new state-of-the-art scanning equipment for all the nation's ports within the next few weeks. In making the announcement, Finance Minister Audley Shaw says more modern technology is required to replace what is now in operation, which have become obsolete. He says the new machines are being brought on board not only for revenue purposes, but also to reduce cases of corruption and to enhance national security.
This is what we're looking for M16s and handguns coming in illegally into the country. And we intend to bring on board the latest technology in scanning that can identify everything.
The Finance Minister was speaking at the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce's 16th Annual Customs Seminar recently. He's encouraging interested companies to get involved in the procurement process for new scanners under a pay-as-you-go system, where money for the use of the equipment will be recovered over time.
Those who want to provide their equipment, and out of the incremental payment for each examination, you get your money, you can come and participate in the procurement. And over time, you collect back your money from the system. That's how it has to work.
Minister Shaw says government is expected to pay for the system within about 3 years using this arrangement. And finally, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced that parliamentary by-elections for 3 constituencies will be held on Monday, October 30. Nomination day is 1 week from now on Monday, October 9. The public will vote to elect new members of Parliament for the St. Andrews South-Western and St. Andrews Southern constituencies, left vacant when former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller and Dr. Omar Davies retired from representational politics in June. The third by-election is in the St. Mary's South-Eastern constituency, which was represented by People's National Party MP Dr. Winston Green until his sudden death on August 14 this year. The Electoral Commission of Jamaica has previously indicated that it is prepared for the by-elections. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.